Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this, but they want to change it to a league name, and I don't know what the name is, so I'm going to use just baseball. I didn't take the time to, and I might be too thick with my line, but he can adjust that. And he just had some questions about the three-point curve line. This is actually done with the envelope tool and the three-point curve line. Now, and it would look better in this font, but I didn't take the time to do that. And in this case, I don't like stretching fonts, but you could stretch this out and maybe make it a little bit better. I'm going to go left click, right click. So we just have an outline. Then you need to go to arrange and convert it to a curve. That'll make the envelope tool work much better. I would get rid of these two nodes you don't need. And I thought I turned it into a curve. Because that way, when you get your envelope tool, these will come up. So just take your, and at that time, you can't really delete these. Well, you can. It doesn't really matter in this case. Then just take this one. We're going to, why? Okay, maybe I can't delete those. Let me back up here. Normally, you can delete those. Okay, then select it and you get these boxes. Single art mode. Grab that center one and just bring it in. And what it is, it's a single art. Instead of having a double art mode that would give you this shape right here, you want just a single art mode to kind of give it that look. I'm going to go all the way back one more step and just go, after you start moving, you actually, now, if you hold down the control button, it's going to do both. So we don't want to just try to go straight up and down. We'll go about right there. And of course, this text would look better. Now we're going to get the three-point curve line. And we're going to go from that node to that node. And now hold down the control button and it'll conform to that shape. Now the A is a little bit off, but that doesn't really matter. Now we need to take this, and I'm going to make my line a little bit thinner this time. Let's go, well, that's good, 8 points. But then you've got to go to arrange and convert the outline to an object. If you don't do that, this won't work. Now I'm going to set my nudge factor on 1/2 inch, and I'm going to take that one. And I just looked, this one's a little bit thicker, but I'm going to make them all the same. So I'm going to raise it up, Control D, top arrow or up arrow key, and you could put as many or as little as you want. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 red ones. So I got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go with just 3. You could go with more because there's not enough of the blue. Well, let's just go ahead and go one more. Control D, and that's what you get. Now, if you did not, let me just kind of explain this real quick. If you don't convert it to an object, let's take 2 lines. That's good. Let's make that line 16 points. Let's make a duplicate of this. And let's turn this one into an object. And here's going to be the difference. Now I'm going to use the Smart Fill tool to fill that in and that in. It filled in the whole thing, with the exception that there's a hairline between there. If you turn it into an object, you've got 2 separate spaces. And that's what we want here. So that's why I converted them to object. Now just get the Smart Fill tool. I'm just going to, well, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to change these lines. So I'm not clicking on the baseball part. I'm just clicking on and I'm going to make those lines blue so we can see them, because I'm going to fill them in with red. So we're going to take our red Smart Fill tool. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Make sure you got your magnifying glass. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just fill in every little facet with red or whatever color you decide. I'm just going with what he had. And of all the videos I do for people, I like this type. This is easy, and you get to learn some tools, and anybody could do this. Now we're going to get the blue, and we're going to fill in the other letters. So what that line did, that's kind of a turquoise, it separated them. So now we can grab the line and hit delete, the line and hit delete, the line and hit delete, the line and hit delete. Then I would suggest taking it all and left clicking your mouse, no outline. And you can have it whatever font you want, but you need to convert it to a curve to make the curve work. And there's plenty of videos out there I have on how to make this if he's having trouble. But I mean, pick a good font. That's probably, let's just see what that font is. That might be College Block or something close. Or just block letter. Now, a lot of times Corel will do that and it doesn't change, but then just click on it and go back. It'll still be there. Nah, it's not there. I think it's, maybe not, but you can search DA fonts and find that would even probably look better than what I did use, because it's got those square corners, but it doesn't have these lips on the L's and stuff. But you could go through and, you know, look at fonts and find one. I could have sworn there was like something college, but I'm taking your time. So anyway, any font will work. That's a block letter. You know, that would even work, that last one. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.